Yeah, our topic is ACL, Access Control List. With the access control list, we can permit or deny the traffic. My screen is visible, guys.
Yes, visible.
Yes, fine. See, we'll deny or permit the traffic. We have two different locations and two different locations connected through via ISP, Internet Service Providers. It's our ISP, can assume. Okay. See, these ISPs are connected to one LAN. The LAN and here our LAN. This both LANs having different host, and this LAN having one server also. You can assume likewise. Server server IP address is different. The same LAN, and here we have a different LAN, different location. See, if I want to deny or permit traffic, this user one, this is PC, you can assume this is a end user, and our server is there. In that server, we have our applications. Likewise, it's like a kind of new user, or he's like our guest user, and he's accessing our internet. We are giving us Wi-Fi something, and this user don't want to communicate our www.abc.com, whichever our private application. This user don't wants to communicate over this server. So we have a option like ACL. This with the help of ACL, we can deny the traffic if we want to particular user. This user only wants to communicate. Then with the help of will permit the traffic. We have option deny or allow the service or deny the service. With the help of ACS, access control list, we can create the policies. Understood? With the help of ACLs, we can deny the traffic, and if we want to permit, we can permit the traffic, whichever the particular user or particular host. And here we have a like HTTP service or telnet. See, telnet in this, it means remotely we are accessing we are accessing one device. Here we have one more router. We have a server. With the help of telnet, we can access this. We can access remotely. We can access the device. If we are enable here telnet, with the help of one IP address, management IP address, whichever management IP address, the different location user can access the service. For that access enable for the only particular user, like network administrator will allow for particular network engineer. Apart from that, will deny the every user for that particular service. We have a option like ACL. With the help of ACL, we can deny the telnet service, SSH service. SSH, it means again secure shell, remotely accessing. It is securely, and this one is not secure. Likewise, will allow or permit the whichever service or whichever network, whichever destination host, those things we can allow or permit with the help of ACL. What is the requirement for ACL? Hope you guys understood. Guys, what is the requirement ACL? Yamuna, can you answer it? What is the requirement for ACL?
Like if we want to allow or deny some particular traffic, then we can do it with the ACL, or we can if I want to configure, want to access any other router using the telnet, we can do that one.
Fine. Here we'll apply the ACL. Here two types of ACL. Mainly we'll apply ACL here. That is number mode. Number mode we have, and we have another one, named mode. Named mode. We have two types of number, as well as we can apply the ACL named mode. Understood? Two types of ACLs are there. In this also, in named mode, we have standard ACL and extended. And here also we have two types, standard and extended. We can apply with the help of named mode and number mode. Number mode means, again here standard means there we have like 0 to 99. When we are assign the ACL like in this, sorry, 1 to 99, in between ACLs, it means it's comes under standard, and 100 to and 199. It's comes under 199. These all are extended ACL. Whenever we configure as a standard ACL, the router or device should it will be know as it's a, whenever we configure a access control list, after them we'll give the some number 10, means it will be by default it know the this one is the standard ACL. Whenever we give the access control list like 120 or 110 or 1 something in between these numbers, the router knows that is a extended ACL. And in named mode, whenever access control list, just give me any name, something abc.com, that is named mode. The router should it will be knows as a it's named mode, and that is comes under in we'll discuss whenever we configure. These are the named mode and number mode. We have two options whenever we configure as it. And we have some benefits. We can edit with the help of named mode, but we cannot edit whenever once we configure ACL, we cannot edit the number mode, but we can edit in this case. Like once I enable the one standard ACL, that is number mode, that is I cannot edit. If I want to change anything, then I should have to take a one more group, then I have in between I cannot add on that. But in named mode I can add it. When we configure those things, we know that thing in lab. We'll understand those things. Till now, anyone having any questions? Ajay, Sai, Sri, Shashidhar, Yamuna.
No, all good.
Fine. See, ACL is a set of rules which will allow, permit, or deny the specific traffic moving through the router. Whichever the traffic is there, that will be moved from the router. It is a L3. When we in L3 devices will configure those things, and it is also called as a packet filtering. We'll call it as a ACL, nothing but packet filtering in firewall. Will create policies in firewall. Same thing here. It is like here we are configuring in routers, likewise ACLs. It will be work as like a firewall only. Fine. Here we have two types, standard ACL and extended ACL, and standard ACL numbers are 1 to 99 and 100 to 99, 199 for the extended ACL. Can block now network, host, and subnet only. We can block the network, host, and subnet. We cannot. Here some limitations are there in standard ACL, but no limitations are in extended ACL. We can block the service also here. We have an option like we can block the service also. We can allow or deny network. Here applying part only for the one direction only, not for the two direction. But here we can allow and deny the network, host, subnet, services, whichever services. Those are HTTP, and DNS, DHCP, Telnet, Ping, Traceout. These kind of services we can allow or we can deny. But here we cannot do the services like port-based traffic. We cannot allow or deny here in standard ACL. Some limitations are there. So all services are blocked at a time. We can, if something you are blocking, it will be block the all services. Select service can be blocked. Whichever service, particular service, if I want to enable, if I want to permit the particular HTTP service, telnet service, SSS service, whichever service, or DNS, whichever particular service I can allow or I can permit with the help of extended ACL. Understood? Implement closest to the destination. Here we'll configure it as a whichever our closest destination is there, we'll configure that router. And here we'll configure in source router, whichever our closest source IP source. You can assume like, see, here one user is there. I will discuss in previous scenario only. See, here I want to plug this particular host to this server. Then I can, whichever my destination is there, that on that router I'll configure standard ACL. But this is my source IP address. Let's assume this is my source IP address. That time I'll configure as a extended ACL in this router. For standard part, closest destination, and extended part, closest source. We'll configure it. Whenever we configure, you can understand those things. Filter is done based on the only source IP address. Yes, we can filter based on the only source IP address. Filter is done based on the source IP address as well as destination IP address and protocol number and port number. We can filter the traffic here only for source IP address based on the source IP address. But here we can filter based on the source or destination or any protocol number, any port number. Protocol number is nothing but TCP uses the protocol number is 6 and UDP is protocol number is 17. Likewise, we have OSPF protocol number 89 and EIGRP having protocol number that is 88. Likewise, and port number are different. Understood. And DNS having port number like 53. Likewise, we can deny the traffic based on the port number or protocol number, whichever required. That is possible with the help of extended ACL. And 3 things must know if you are configuring ACL. First, which router should I have to configure? First, we should have to select which router, that is based on the source and based on the destination. That should be, we should have to select and decide who is source IP address and which one is the destination address. If you are configuring here, likewise, in this example, we have this PC wants to deny this host IP address. That time we'll select which one is source IP address and which one is destination IP address. And which direction will apply for this, in or out. It means whenever you are getting a source IP address, that time it will be traffic is coming. Likewise, whenever you are applying in this router, that is coming from outside, then you should have to take as a outside. Same scenario, if you are configuring in this router, then you should have to take inside. That time the source and destination. Whenever you are taking destination something, outside direction, it is coming from your location. So outside to coming. So we have to take out direction. Okay. Same scenario, if you are configuring in this router, so you should have to take inside direction. Guys, it is little bit confused, but don't worry. In and out directions. Once you configure it, then easy to understand those things. Till now, anyone having any questions? In, out, direction, and source we should have to select. And first of all, router, which router we have to configure, and which source and which destination, and which direction we should have to give. These are about basic things. Now move to these are the roles we should have to give. Work in sequential order, whichever sequential order is there, we cannot edit. That is what I am telling you. And number mode, we cannot edit any sequential order. Like if see in this sequential order, it means whichever you are applying the ACL, it will be moved like one sequential order. It will be moved. It will be take 10. After then it will move to 20. After it will move to 30. The sequential order likewise it will be moved. Whichever the policies you are giving, that will be moved likewise. So in between you cannot change. It will be applied to the next ACL likewise. You cannot edit in between the ACLs. That is the rules. All deny statements have to be given first. Preferable must cases. It means whichever deny you are creating some rules. These are the rules. Whichever you are creating rules, like you are giving, like I'll take here this lab. See here we have here 4 different users, and here we have 3 different users. Here we have 3 different users. So my first rule is I want to deny this all the users. So in standard ACL, I'll create the one rule for deny this all the services. And second rule, I'll create likewise this only one user can deny this service. The sequential order likewise. First sequence is 10. It will be moved. And second, this is a deny service. And second sequence is 20. It will select by default. I will not give anything in this sequential order. It will be select by default. Place. It will be add 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus likewise. My second thing is I'll deny this traffic for this particular user. Third one is I'll deny this user to this all the interfaces he cannot communicate. Likewise, if I have one server here, I'll take one server. In this server, I'll create one DNS service. For this particular DNS service, he cannot access. Then here I created one role, second role, third role, fourth role. It means it will be select third 30, here denying, and fourth denying 40, denying the service. After then, all the service apart from these services, whichever the 3 after 4 rules, all the services are permit. It will be take as the sequential order is 50. It will be take. In between, if I want to change anything, I cannot change. I cannot edit in between standard ACL. That is number. If I want to edit anything, then I have to create new ACL policy from starting onwards. That is what I'm explaining. But in named mode, we can edit.
So you're saying that the S10, S20, we should have fixed that before using ACL itself. I mean,
It
the
is
start of it.
20, 10, 20, 30, 40.
That
These are the
pattern?
sequence. Yeah, it will be by default, it will be router will be selected. That is just I'll create the one group number in these group numbers only. In 1 to 99 for the standard, and 100 to 199 for the extended. Just I'll create the one group number. In this group, based on this group number only, I will make the changes. But whichever I have select the group 10, in this, I cannot change anything. Once I create the policies, that is done. Understood?
Okay.
Fine. But finally, with the help of ACLs, we'll apply the policies like deny or permit the services, whichever we required. Fine. These are the policy rules. Now move. These are the rules. And wildcard mask, we explained it. We had explained it. Opposite to our subnet mask, global subnet mask, like global subnet mask, this one, and you can assume like you have a prefix like 0.0.0.255. It is a wildcard mask. It means how it came. These are the again network bits, and this one is the host bit. We are informing this source only on. See, one means on and ignore this, and 0 means it will be indicated as a match. This traffic will be match likewise. Understood? This is the wildcard mask, and this is the when we are creating the statements. The syntaxes are this. Once we start the lab, we'll do this. Till now, in theoretically, anyone have any questions in this theoretical part?
It will
Standard
be
is
confusing, but when we are doing the lab, maybe it's gonna be clear.
good. See, don't confuse it. Again, I'm explaining here.
Usually in and out part, the understanding the in and out
Yes,
part.
exactly. Yeah, right. That is confusion will be happen. I told you before only. In on out part. Once you will start doing practice, that will be clear it. Otherwise, it won't clear in and out part. Good. We'll start the lab. No.
Yes.